Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hump day already. Can you believe it? So every time I hear that song or the one before it, those songs are by a band called Wang Chung. For those of you who have never heard of Wang Chung, I have a funny story about Wang Chung. However, I will need your permission to use some foul language to tell the story because it actually isn't funny if I don't use the right words. When I was 12 or 13 years old, Aaron, I think we'll pause the recording for this story. Hold on a second. Anyhoodle, my apologies for using foul language so early in the morning, but it is part of the story. All right, let's get started. See, in that story, in the time it took me to tell that story, we increased our attendance by 30%. So it was so worth it. All right, let's get started. Enough fooling around today. Let's get started with my friend Ellen. With a new segment she has with funny tweets.
Okay, Julie says, shout out to quiche for being pie that you can eat in the morning without people saying you're depressed or need to get your life together. Josh says, here's what children are like. There's a sleeping person. Let's go ask it questions. Christopher says, I totally understand how batteries feel because I'm rarely ever included in things either. Poor Christopher. David says, there is so little food in my house right now, I think I saw some ants putting together a grocery list. Michael says, I want to make medical bracelets that say, in case of emergency, delete browser history. That's a good one. Andrea, celery is 95% water and 100% not pizza. If you want to follow any of those people on Twitter, go to my website to find out how, and we will be right back.
All righty. For any of you trying to lose some weight or maintain, that last tweet is 100% correct. Celery is absolutely 100% not pizza, right? All righty. So let's keep cruising for the morning. A couple of quick announcements for you. We do have tomorrow the latest and greatest, biggest of all time, best ever sales rally. So make sure that you are scheduled to attend via Zoom on this channel at 1 o'clock for lots of awesome and exciting things. All right, Dan, you've been itching and dying all week to give one name. Give one name as a special guest for tomorrow. You're muted.
We've got one name. I can only give one. We
One.
have two. We have two great names, though.
Yeah, we only have to give one today.
All right, well, Steve can give the other one then.
No, you give yours. I'm not giving mine.
What?
Yeah, I can
All right, we have the incredible, the energetic Matt Teeter joining us tomorrow during our sales rally. He is the head of MAPS coaching. He's been a team leader. He's been an agent. He's been a coach. And he's always full of incredible energy, insights, scripts, and he's going to be talking to us a little bit about what he's been, he's been hearing, like kind of his unique position as being the head of MAPS coaches. He gets to hear all of the best of the best from all of the coaches, right? So we have this internal coaching program called MAPS Coaching, which coaches thousands of agents across Keller Williams and other companies. And those coaches all talk about what their agents are doing and where they're getting the best results. And Matt is one of those people that is tapped into all of that. So he's going to share some of those insights with us on Thursday as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So there's one tease. We do have another big name joining us. Understand that these are people who have like full-time day jobs and are in high demand across the country. So the fact that we're going to pull together two of them for your sales rally tomorrow is a feat that I my hats off to your team leaders because they really pulled some strings to get some Zoom time with these folks. Yeah.
Rick. So also, guys, everyone's going to be at the sales rally, right? And you're going to grab at least 2 or 3 colleagues and get them on the sales rally, right? Because we want 400 at least in attendance. Let's break Zoom. But listen, we have prizes to give away, money to give away. It's awesome. I can't give a prize away to iPhone or some cute name, whatever your online persona is. It needs to be you, preferably your face and your real name. So please make note of that when you're on the sales rally tomorrow. Thanks.
All righty. So continuing our announcements, today at 1 o'clock, we do have our All Agent Mastermind. Again, that is the non-restrictive mastermind for everyone. Do plug into that. We have a lot of awesome things to share back and forth with you. If you are a capper and you missed Monday's Capper Mastermind, plug in today. If you're not a capper yet, plug in today. So it's an all-agent mastermind today at 1 o'clock. We're excited to see you then. Good news, our masks, our KW masks are in. There they are, 1 or 2. So if you ordered masks, watch for information from your market center. And there's that. Watch for information from your market center on pickup, and your MCAs will just bill you back in June's invoicing for whatever they cost. So no worries there. Also, you may know, for those of you who are licensed and or doing business in the state of New York, you may know that yesterday Westchester County officially reopened. That's actually a bigger deal than when Connecticut reopened, because in Connecticut, real estate businesses were never 100% shut down. In New York, as most of you know, real estate has pretty much been closed since March the 15th. So an exciting day for New York licensees and New York real estate yesterday, at least as it relates to Westchester County. The city's still a little bit lagging behind in their reopening. For the people who've been asking me, well, what are the rules in New York now? For all intents and purposes, the rules are the same as they are here. You can go back to physical showings. You can go back to hosting open houses. You just have to put all of the proper protocols in place. Masks, and depending on the seller, if the seller chooses to have gloves and booties for property tours, you need to abide by those rules. You need to continue social distancing. You need to continue to make sure that only one couple in the house at a time. And physical showings are only allowed where the house is vacant, which means that if people live there, tenants or the homeowners, they need to be out of the house. So it's only the showing agent and the buyers in the house, not anybody else. Same limits on, leave the kids at home, leave mom and dad at home, your brother who's a contractor stays at home, right? So all the same things we've been seeing, that we've been doing in Connecticut for the last 11 or 12 weeks, now available in New York. I will be sending out an email later this morning with all of those guidelines, as well as our local Connecticut guidelines or market center guidelines for public open houses, which I promised you a couple of days ago. So all of that will go out today. Do watch for that. I think Ms. Nancy Morgan has a mortgage update for us. Nancy.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I can't believe that we're here already. And happy National Iced Tea Day. So June 10th, here we are, and purchase mortgage applications gained, purchase mortgage, not refi. We know everybody was refinancing for the past 8 consecutive week. That was 13% higher than a year ago. So not so bad, 13% higher than a year ago. Not only that, there is jumbo. We have jumbo mortgages. There is jumbo business out there. Don't let anybody say there's not. You can do it, 10% down, over $1 million if you want to. So enjoy that iced tea, everybody.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nancy. We always appreciate your input. Guys, for you this morning, before we dive into Marty Miller, I wanted to just play something quick that I stumbled upon. Many of you know who David Goggins is. He's a Navy SEAL who does a whole bunch of things on Facebook, YouTube videos. And there's a story from a couple of years ago where the owner of the Atlanta Hawks actually met this guy before he was who he is today. I think he was 100 pounds heavier, running in an ultra marathon. And the owner of the Hawks really wanted to kind of get in shape and said, you know what, I think one of the best ways for me to do that is to have this guy come and live with me and my family for a month. And then he wrote a book about it. And so I wanted to just give you an opportunity to listen to this interview real quick. Take some notes and then tell me at the end. I really want you to pay attention to the 40% rule, because we're going to chat about that for a minute at the end. So take a listen.
Does this sound anything like your workout plan? You invite a stranger to live with you and your family for 1 month as your personal stranger, but he's not just any old stranger. He is David Goggins, a Navy SEAL who says, if it doesn't suck, we don't do it. That's what Jesse Etzer wanted, apparently. He's the owner of the Atlanta Hawks, co-founded Marquee Jets, and partnered with Zico, that's a coconut water. Etzer's new book is called Living with a SEAL, 31 Days, Training with the Toughest Man on the Planet. Jesse Etzer is here along with David Goggins. And after reading the book, I do think you are the toughest man on the planet, David Goggins. But Jesse, you start us off, because you two were at a race. You're there with your friends. He's there. What stood out to you about him?
Well, I first saw David at a 100-mile race, and I was doing it as part of a relay team with 6 friends, and he was doing it alone. At around mile 70, I saw him. He was about 100 pounds heavier. He broke all the bones in both of his small bones in both of his feet and a kidney failure, and finished the race. And I'd never seen anything like this in my life. And I was like, I got to meet this guy and see what makes him tick.
So what did you do?
Well, I
flew out to see him.
I literally cold called him.
Yeah.
And I flew out to see him, and I was sitting with him for about 5 minutes. And 5 minutes into our conversation, I said, you know what? The buckets in my life would be so much better if a little of what he had rubbed off onto me. And I invited him to come live with my wife and I for a month.
And what does he have?
Just determination, grit. You know, grit is a great indicator of future success. Yeah. And he was the grittiest. And he just overcame this in this race. What I saw in his life story, I mean, it's a fascinating life story. He lost 100 pounds in 60 days to try out to become a Navy SEAL, and became one of the best endurance athletes on the planet. And someone with that kind of will. And
we should show that before and after picture. Yeah. Look at the before and after picture, Nora, of David.
Unbelievable. And so
you did this in 2 months.
Right. Yeah. Well, I did it twice, but that's the first time I did it.
To get ready. And so, David, when Jesse calls you and says, hey, will you come live with me?
A stranger.
A stranger. What did you say?
Well, if you know anything about me, I thought he was crazy.
And he hadn't even told his wife.
Right.
But what convinced you this was worth trying out? Yeah.
You know what? He convinced me of his mindset, that he was looking for more. And, you know, who can say no to that?
Yeah. But you had conditions, David. What were your conditions? You agreed to do this under one condition.
Just one condition. Just do what I say.
Yeah, do what I say no matter what.
No matter what.
And one of those things, you guys were in Boston and you're running, and there's a blizzard or something.
Yep.
And you hadn't planned to be there. The plane was delayed or something. And you said to David, look, I can't run. I don't have any underwear. And you said what?
So what? We're going to run anyway, you know?
You said you need legs to run.
Right, you need legs to run.
Yeah, you don't need underwear. Right. So here you are with bleeding ballies at one point. You say to him, listen, this is hurting, it's painful. And you said, nope, we're going to do another 8 miles.
Right.
I don't understand.
You came into this in good shape. You'd ran marathons for many years.
Yeah. I did, but at the time, I was in a routine, and routines are great, but routines can also be a rut. And I just felt like I wasn't getting better. And I felt like, you know, I had to just mix up my routine to get better. And David coming in was like, it was kind of like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air meets Rambo when he moved in. It was just mixed it up.
Okay, so you did it, and you wrote a book about it. Did it change your life so that it has continuing impact today?
Definitely. I found out that, you know, we all have a reserve tank, and I found out that I had so much more in my reserve tank. Like, my baseline was here, and he taught me that it really should be up here, and I never went back from that. And that was an important lesson for me.
David, where does that willpower come from?
You know, it comes from, I had a rough childhood coming up, and I just took all that, you know, negative energy and made it very positive for myself to drive me. I'm a very driven person. I have passion that almost scares people, just to be successful and to make it no matter what.
But when you feel, so for most people who, you know, compete, and all of us try and work out, when most people feel like they hit a wall, they can't go any farther, what are you saying in your head when that wall comes?
Well, every wall, pretty much a lot of them have doors. I'm looking for a door to get through it and go to the next limit.
No, but at one point, here's David in the house, 2,500 push-ups to repeat of Rocky. You hear Rocky blaring in his room 31 times.
Yeah.
You believe that, and then just for grins, you throw in a 50-pound weight vest.
Right.
That you have this man running in Central Park with this 50-pound weight vest. Your whole philosophy of it doesn't have to be fun, it has to be effective. I sit back and enjoy the pain.
Right.
And you live your life. You said you embrace the pain.
I do. I believe the only way you can, everybody's looking for mental toughness.
Yeah.
Every athlete, everybody in the world is looking for mental toughness. The only way you gain mental toughness is to do things you're not happy doing. If you continue doing things that you're satisfied and that make you happy, you're not getting stronger. You're staying where you're at. Either you're getting better or you're getting worse. You're not staying the same.
Get out of the routine.
Period.
Yeah. So what are you doing today?
Doing the same thing I was doing last year and last month and last week. I'm continually to look in the mirror, look at the reflection. It's called the accountability mirror. What have I done today to improve David Goggins?
And every day you do something. Your wife is Sarah Blakely, who you call the Michael Jordan of underwear. So when you bring this idea to her...
Because she's the founder of Spanx.
Because she's the founder of Spanx. Yeah, that's a good point, Nora. I know, I just assume everybody knows Spanx. Thanks. So when you say to Sarah, I want this perfect stranger, you said, listen, I did more background check on an assistant than I did with what you called a hunting trained machine living in the house.
Right. Well, David just, when we made our arrangement to come live with, to come live with the family, he just put his hand out and shook my hand, and that was all I needed. He looked me in the eye, and I knew that, there was going to be no problems, and I was in good shape. And David had a saying, just going back to what Charlie had said, he said, when your brain says that you're done, you're only 40% done. And I think that's something that also drives him and pushes him, and something that was a great takeaway for me. And that's, that's been something that always kind of enters my mind, and I think back to that and be like, you know what? I can do more.
Yeah.
And there is nothing easy about what he asked you to do.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Yes.
No.
Jesse and David, great to have you here.
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. So listen, I know that was a few minutes longer than we had, and I know we're over time. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to jot down those nuggets, because there was so many really good things in that. Right? I want you to bring them back to 4:30. We're going to have a conversation around the 40% rule and about other things that were talked about mindset and efficiency and potential at 4:30 today. I see that we have some Carlos who unmuted. Is there a comment that we need to have before Adonis?
Yes, please, real quick, guys. So I held back before, but now I'll tell you. Our other guest at the sales rally tomorrow is Jason Abrams himself. Jason is the VP of Industry for Keller Williams. He is Gary Keller's right-hand man. I mean, he meets with Gary daily. This guy, there's no one on the planet that has more energy about Keller Williams, about the industry, period, end of story. Jason's going to spend the first few minutes of our sales rally with us. So do not be late, 1 o'clock tomorrow, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Very good, Adonis. Take us to Marty Miller.
I need 15 seconds, because I'm jumping out of my skin at this very moment, and I can't sit here another second. I want to introduce you to someone who is not going to be at the sales rally. Hold on. Oh, you need to let me share my screen, please.
Sorry, your 15 seconds is up.
Oh, no, please. Can I do it now? Okay. Are you seeing him?
Ah!
Carter Jackson Orr appeared in the world in the last 30 minutes.
Holy cow.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And look at that beautiful mama. She doesn't look like she did anything.
Oh my gosh.
26 hours later. Is that so exciting? Oh my goodness. Baby number 5 in the Orr family.
Welcome to Carter, and congratulations to Gary and Alicia. That is so exciting. Wow, in the last half hour, like you guys know, I think before Rob knows.
No. It's everybody's been on a huge long text. It's lots of fun.
That's spectacular. Well, congratulations, Mimi Orr. That's awesome news. We look forward to more pictures. Adonis, take us to Marty.
Okay, so I don't have anything more exciting to say. Marty's going to talk about introduction to referrals in the submenu of command, so please stay tuned.
Good evening, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 3.0. Today is day 52, and today we're going to start a short series on the referral submenu or applet, and that is our fifth icon down on our left-hand side within our menu there. So we're going to click on this referral icon. Kind of looks like a map pin with somebody sitting right inside of that. And that's going to take us into the referral portion of our KW Command platform. So we're automatically entered into our dashboard for our referral submenu. You can see several buttons here across the top. So we start off with pending invites. So that's how many people that I have sent out invites to that have not yet been accepted. Next, I have pending referrals. So those are referrals that have either been sent out or have come in that have not yet been accepted. And then, I'm sorry, those are the ones that have, yeah, exactly. Next, we have ones that have been received and actually then accepted, and then those that have been sent and accepted. And you can click on any one of these. So 46 pending invites. You can see I actually have 5 here on the left-hand side that I need to go through and accept. You can see some people actually write in notes, so I'm happy to accept those. And some people are actually just sending over the referral requests to be added to my network. I'm happy to accept those as well. So I usually go through, pretty much I accept anyone that wants to be part of my referral network, no big deal there. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see all of the people that I have sent referral requests to that I am still waiting to hear back from. So that's 41 people as of right now. Back into the dashboard, we'll see pending referrals. So right now, I have no pending referrals, meaning nothing that has been sent to me has yet to be received or accepted, and nothing that I have sent out as the same way, right? So in the received section, you will see this is actually a referral that was sent to me by an agent, and I have already accepted this referral. So you can see the all the information about my referral partner, when it was received, what the time frame was, the referral fee. You can see the client information and then the notes and updates there as well. If we go back, you can see that so that's exactly where we just were, right, in the received referrals, and then I have not actually sent out any referrals right now. So that's all available right here under dashboard. I do have a couple of other options as I scroll down. So there are currently 680 people in my referral network. If I wanted to search for a specific person, I could search for them by putting in their name in this box here. If I wanted to, I could just start scrolling down and seeing at least the first 10 or so that are in my network. If I wanted to see all of them, I would click on View All, and it'd actually take me into the My Network tab where I could see all of the people, all 680 people that I have. I can do viewing 1 to 10, and I can actually see up to 500 people within the referral network at one time. If I want to send a referral to them, I can just actually put in send referral if they're already in my network. If I want to send a new referral and maybe I can't find them or they're not in my network, I can click on new referral, and then I can find an agent. So I might search in here, let's just say maybe it's, I'm trying to think of somebody I could send this to. Let's just do Randy. Randy's my team leader at my market center, so I can start typing in Randy Olive, and there you can see Randy Olive, Houston, Texas. Maybe it's someone like, let's see, Bobby Moats in San Antonio, in Austin. I can type in Bobby Moats, and there's Bobby Moats also in my network. So you could, maybe you meet somebody at, I don't know, family reunion coming up, right? And then you find out that they live in a city that you have a referral for, and then you could send out that referral that way as well. Once you find the agent you want to send the referral to, you'll choose what sort of referral is this, buyer, seller, tenant, or landlord. What kind of referral fee are you requesting? How long do they have to accept this request? At which time it will go dead, basically, right? They won't be able to accept it. So you can give them 24 hours. You could give them less than that. Say, hey, I've got a lot of people that would love to work with me. I'll give you, 6 hours, something along those lines. If you haven't replied, then I got to move on to the next person. Maybe just give them 1 or 2 hours. You can put in a price range here if you have an idea about what the price range is if they're looking to buy or sell in, or lease or rent in. And then you can write a message and actually send that referral out. Okay, once that is accepted, then that's going to show back up under dashboards here under sent, right? And then you can start checking it. It'll also show up in detail under the referrals. It'll just be here on the sent side instead of on the received side. Also in the dashboard, you have the ability to track referrals that are from outside of KW. So you can actually click on track referrals and it'll allow you to actually type in the name. So maybe it's, I don't know, Johnny EXP wants to send you a referral. And you could come in and you could say whether that's an ingoing or outgoing referral. Maybe for some odd reason, you're sending a referral to somebody outside of the Keller Williams family because you can't find a KW agent where they are. And this is the way that you would basically track a referral for somebody that was not in the KW family or your referral network of Keller Williams agents. So that's essentially the gist of referrals. To save a little time, I'm actually going to do a video tomorrow on the map and then talk to you about some things that may be coming down the pike here pretty soon. So for right now, that is today's 66-day challenge. Get in here. If you want to grow your network, you do have that ability as well. We can go through that. So let me click on my network. These are all the people that are in my current network. If I want to grow it, I can click on grow my network, and that's going to take us to the map, which we're going to explore tomorrow. So I'm going to show you a way to search for referral partners across the US and then across the world. You can search for market centers, you can search for agents, you can actually search those people by a variety of methods. So look forward to that video tomorrow when we dive in deeper about growing a larger referral network of agents that are across the city and across the state, across the nation, and across the globe. Hope everyone had a fantastic day and is looking forward to a fantastic weekend. And as
Thank you, Marty. Thank you. So tomorrow is going to be a little more in depth. We're going to be exploring the KW Command Referrals map. That's really cool. You get to play with that feature. So I hope you have a good day today. Tell at least one person about the sales rally tomorrow so we can get this awesome attendance goal that we have. Yeah, congratulations on all the new people that have been born into the world. That's awesome. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.